Episode 7 of House of the Dragon is about trust, loyalty, and the choices people make when they're pushed to their limits. As the war continues, every side begins to question the people closest to them. Alliances are tested, secrets come to light, and several characters are forced to choose between their family and their duty. By the end of the episode, it becomes clear that the biggest threat is no longer just dragons or armies, but the growing lack of trust between those who are supposed to stand together. Rhaenyra begins the episode looking for answers from Helaena. She hopes Helena's visions will reveal where Aemond is or provide some advantage in the war. Instead, she receives vague and confusing answers. As the conversation continues, Rhaenyra becomes frustrated and grabs Helaena, demanding that she tell her more. This moment shows how much pressure Rhaenyra is under. She has spent much of the season trying to rule with patience, but every setback makes it harder for her to remain calm. She wants certainty, yet the future can't be controlled. Helena's visions only remind her that some things can't be forced. The conversation also raises an interesting idea about dragons. Helaena suggests that dragons change the people who ride them. Rhaenyra immediately questions this, but we can already see the answer. Since gaining more dragons and taking the Iron Throne, Rhaenyra has become more suspicious, more ruthless, and more willing to make difficult decisions. Whether dragons truly change people or whether power changes them is left open, but the result is the same. Rhaena believes she caused Jace's death and has been carrying that guilt ever since. Rather than hiding forever, she now wants to face Vhagar herself. This isn't about revenge alone. It's about redemption. Rhaena believes that defeating Aemond would make up for her mistake during the Battle of the Gullet. She wants to prove that she deserves her dragon and her place within House Targaryen. Daemon's reaction is equally important. For perhaps the first time, he openly admits that he failed as a father. Instead of ordering Rhaena home, he offers to help her. It's a rare moment of honesty from Daemon and shows that he's beginning to recognize the cost of his past choices. One of the episode's biggest turning points is the truth about Rhaena and Sheepstealer finally being revealed. Earlier in the season, Daemon lied about the rider of Sheepstealer to protect his daughter. Now that Rhaenyra discovers the truth, that lie damages the trust between them. From Rhaenyra's perspective, it's not simply about Rhaena. It's about the fact that Daemon chose his daughter over his queen. Daemon's actions are understandable because he wants to protect his daughter, but they also show the conflict between being a father and being a loyal husband. Throughout the series, Daemon has often struggled to separate personal loyalty from political duty. This episode proves that he still can't do both at the same time. The dragons fighting each other also reflect this conflict. Instead of being weapons used against the enemy, they attack one another because of the divisions between their riders. The dragons become a symbol of a family destroying itself from within. While Rhaenyra struggles to keep her allies united, Ormund quietly builds his own advantage. He recognizes that Ulf wants respect more than anything else. Instead of threatening him, Ormund flatters him and promises titles, power, and a future where people will finally admire him. Ulf is easily convinced because he has spent most of his life feeling overlooked. This shows that wars aren't won only with armies. They're also won by understanding what people want. Ormund realizes that ambition can be just as powerful as fear. The scene also shows how dangerous insecurity can be. Ulf isn't motivated by ideology. He simply wants to matter, making him vulnerable to manipulation. Aemond continues to recover at Harrenhal, but he is becoming increasingly dependent on Alys. His dream of Alicent quickly turns into reality when his mother actually arrives. However, neither woman truly offers him peace. Alicent wants to save him, while Alys wants to shape his future. When Alicent poisons Aemond, she believes she is protecting everyone else from the destruction he could cause. It's an impossible choice for any mother, showing how completely this war has destroyed normal family relationships. Alys, meanwhile, seems less interested in saving Aemond than in guiding him toward the future she believes should happen. She continues to represent mystery and fate, constantly pulling Aemond further away from the person he once was. Several characters spend the episode carrying responsibilities that become increasingly difficult. Rhaenyra must balance justice with family loyalty. Daemon must choose between protecting his daughter and telling the truth. Alicent must decide whether saving her son is worth risking everyone else. Even Daemon struggles with expectations placed upon him by Ormund. The episode shows that leadership is often lonely. Every important decision hurts someone, and every choice creates new consequences. Helena's visions become increasingly important. Her dream of giving birth only for the child to be taken away reflects how little control royal women have over their own children. Throughout the series, children are treated as political tools rather than family members. The vision of herself riding a dragon and saying Dracarys suggests that she may eventually be forced into the war despite wanting no part in it. Earlier in the episode, she says dragon riding is too much for her, making this vision especially tragic. The final image is perhaps the most symbolic. Helaena peacefully feeds chickens with her children before the sky darkens and snow begins to fall. The peaceful family life represents the future she truly wants. The eclipse and the snow interrupt that happiness, symbolizing that war is giving way to an even greater threat. Winter has always represented the dangers beyond political conflict, reminding us that while everyone fights over the throne, a much larger danger is approaching. The episode ends by returning to Aegon, who has spent much of the season humbled and stripped of his power. For the first time in a long while, he decides to stop running. He accepts that he may die, but refuses to be remembered as a fugitive. This decision marks an important change in his character. Instead of acting out of fear, he chooses to face his fate. The surprise return of Sunfyre reinforces this transformation. Throughout the season, Aegon believed he had lost everything, but his dragon's survival proves that not everything has been taken from him. Dragons often represent the strength and identity of House Targaryen, so Sunfyre's return symbolizes Aegon reclaiming a part of himself. Episode 7 focuses on broken trust. Rhaenyra loses faith in Daemon. Daemon struggles to protect both his daughter and his queen. Alicent turns against her own son, and Ormund exploits Ulf's desire for recognition. At the same time, Helena's visions continue to warn that the conflict is moving toward an even darker future. By the end of the episode, almost every major relationship has been damaged in some way. The war is no longer only dividing rival factions. It's dividing families, allies, and even the people fighting for the same cause. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.